Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to a new day, new beach clean adventure. And I'm sort of doing a challenge a bit early this year, which is my former toy holiday trash cleanup thing. I don't know how else to really describe it in as few words, but basically it is a little early before the holidays, but I do like to, for the end of the year, go around and try to focus on picking up trash left over from the summer, such as leftover beach toys and other toys that have run off into the ocean over the year. I think it's interesting to see what we can find along those lines and talk about how the heck it got there and why, of course, it doesn't belong there. So yeah, I'm just strolling through these dunes here because it's quite windy today, windier than I thought, and I want to record out of the wind. But I have my winter holiday sweater on. The word garish comes to mind to describe it, and hopefully it puts us in the mood because it is cold out here. It certainly feels like the holiday season. So yeah, I got my picker, my present bag, and we're just gonna go for a bit of a holiday hike, see what we can find. All right, well, that was quite the haul. As you can see here, I have a pretty hefty bag full of, again, just stuff that I would consider to be holiday presents or holiday present type stuff. I'll try to keep this wrap up quick because I feel like it's windy and wavy out here, and luckily my garish sweater has kept me warm, but it will get chilly the more I sit here rambling. So anyways, yeah, you saw a lot of what I picked up in the video, but yeah, I mean, I could have easily filled up my bag with a ton of other trash I found out here. It's always strange to me, you know, some days I come out and I'm looking for just bottle caps and I find all balloons instead, or I'm looking for all balloons and I seem to just find bottle caps. So it's usually hit or miss. And I would say for this year's holiday toy cleanup, if again I can call it that, I got a pretty good medium of things that I expected. You know, some other things that I usually find throughout the year and even in the winter I didn't find today were like pool noodles, squirt guns, those sorts of toys you see left over from the summer too. But yeah, I did find a lot of summertime stuff in general, such as these little shovel picker things. A lot of these, again, are probably simply innocently enough left behind by kids. You can imagine you see this at the beach all the time in the summer. Busy parents, distracted parents. You know, if you get 9 out of 10 toys, your kids to pick it up, that sounds pretty good. But every time somebody goes to the beach and that happens, this obviously is the one left behind, and that adds up over the course of the summer. And they're left behind here. And similarly with some of this other stuff, like these Lego blocks, I find a lot of these left over from the summer as well. So that's not too surprising. And then some other sort of strange toy stuff, which luckily is recyclable. This has a number 2 recycling symbol on it. I don't know if you can see, but this looks like a bread pancake type toy thing. I don't know, maybe get a tea party going. So we can recycle that. That's cool. And then, yeah, lots of balloons I found, which I was surprised by. I feel like I don't find as many balloons as I did. Even just a couple of years ago, I did some big balloon videos where I tried to go out and I feel like there were some where I'd have to go back and watch, but maybe I got 20, 30 balloons or something. And I consider this a toy because I could imagine kids frolicking on the beach with balloons, but none too good, right? So I got probably 3 or 4 of those, which, like I say, is none too surprising. And yeah, these sand castle mold things, which I particularly don't like because, yeah, they're cool, but they're so temporary, and just build a sandcastle. Use your imagination. We don't really need this, but this is really cheap plastic that obviously is mass manufactured and sold very cheaply. So it's easy to buy, easy to gift, and it just becomes plastic waste over time, unfortunately. And just a couple other things I found that I thought were interesting were these wiffle balls. Not surprised to find these left over from the summer, but perfectly good wiffle balls. If anybody watching wants a wiffle ball, I have them now. I don't know. I thought this was funny. This is a lid, but it kind of works like a Frisbee. I have this strange idea where maybe for the holidays this year, I can, instead of getting people real gifts, clean this garbage and be like, look, I found you a present on the beach. And then any friends I have left will finally realize what a terrible mistake they've made, and I will be free from that. But yeah, this is, I think works. See? I'll get it later. So that was not really a toy, but I thought it kind of works, right? And then some other summer stuff, again, not really a toy, but sunscreen left over from the summer. Not going to use that, obviously. All the ribbons attached to the balloons, obviously, as well. And one last thing I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, I did find actually some pens and pencils. So I would consider those toys. You can draw, do arts and crafts, that type of stuff. Styrofoam, a lot of styrofoam for packaging your gifts, maybe. So this is usually runoff, street side runoff, tipped over garbage cans, that sort of thing. Goes into waterways, goes down to the ocean, winds up at your beach over time. And then, yeah, I found some tennis balls, my arch nemesis. If you go back to my tennis ball beach clean videos, you'll see why. Because I've found literally thousands of tennis balls. And yeah, you can see how the one on this side is quite degraded and it's barely recognizable as a tennis ball. This one I could actually re-gift maybe to somebody with a dog or something. It's not tennis sports association worthy maybe at this point, but a dog might like it. And that's in fact how a lot of these end up at the beach as wayward dog toys maybe. But yeah, this is the core of one, which obviously is now just rubbery or plasticky trash. And then I don't know what this is, but there's a little toy propeller thing. And yeah, I found this, which again isn't quite a toy. It's like a candy container thing, but it's a toilet and it's called Sour Flush. And that's, talk about garish, that's pretty gnarly, pretty gross. So I thought this was weird. And I couldn't help but pick it up. Like I said, if I had picked up everything I saw, I would have never made it to get any of these other toys. So obviously I'll be back in the coming weeks to continue to get stuff. And like I said, it's good to see that there's not as much out here as I expected, honestly. I know people have been cleaning up here more, and people beach clean more regularly to begin with. Again, I don't know if that solves the larger issues, but it's growing awareness. You know, that all counts. That's great. That's why I do these videos too. It's always great to see what other people are finding and what other people are doing and sharing all of that. So yeah, again, that's why we're here, and that's why we're finding what we're finding over time. So that's pretty much it for this week. I'm pretty happy with this haul. I'll probably fill up the rest of my bag, like I said, with just regular trash on my way back in. I'll post any pictures of any other toy-like stuff I find on my hike back in. It was a few miles today. I did quite the hike, so I am happy. I am satisfied, and I'm hopeful to get out of this sweater soon. So thank you guys for watching. As always, if you like this sort of rambling madness, you can subscribe. I will continue to ramble and clean up trash throughout the winter, as I always do. Winter's a great time to beach clean, as long as it's not too windy, and the wind's dying down right now, which is really nice. So I have lots more of events and other stuff to come in the near future. So if you have ideas of your own, or comments of some of the stuff I found, or other strange toys that you found, let me know in the comments below. I'm always fascinated by the comments. It's probably my favorite part of doing these videos, is seeing what people have found or their experiences in the comments. So if you have those ideas or experiences, please do share. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. So thanks again for watching, and hope to see you next time on the beach. Until then, be well, stay safe, clean well, and see you then. Bye-bye. Happy holidays.